Row separators. Okay, in this video I'm going to show you how you can apply a row separator and get these effects. We'll go through them. So we have a big triangle, which kind of is a bit of a big triangle pointing down. It sits in the middle. Here you have your old traditional triangle. Well, not traditional triangle, but this is where row separators kind of first started, with a very basic triangle. Then a big triangle to the left. Circular bottoms, big triangle to the right, clouds, round split, waves, tilt left. So you can see that there's just a slight tilt, tilt right, big triangle reversed, grass at the bottom here, grass blend, pine tree, and then pine tree blend. So the reason you might want to use these is, I mean, obviously these are pretty fun, like the trees down the bottom, but I would use them sparingly. So unless you have something, unless your mission has something directly related to trees, or you might be doing a certain blog post that's talking about certain trees. Maybe you're planting a bunch of trees out in the neighborhood. You could use that. Or you could use these at Christmas time or something along those lines. And again, just use them where you think they fit. Now, a lot of people will use them just to help break up the page. And if you want to do that, that's fine. Use these, like the different tilts and the triangle, the multi-triangles, and these like bigger tilts to the left or the right. So I'm going to jump into my demo page and show you how to go ahead and do that. So I've actually already gone ahead and done one. So it all depends on, as you can see, the blend of the two rows. So as you can see, like this green and gray blends quite nicely. Now, if that was just green and white, you just have like that. That would just be white where the gray is. And then that's, the same with the clouds. We'll do the waves at the bottom of this one. So let's say we want waves at the bottom of our orange here. We come up to our row settings, and it's just under effects, type, and waves. So it's going to bring some waves in the bottom. Nope, that's the top, sorry. So I put that at the top, so you can turn that off and come down to waves at the bottom. Then you have a couple of adjustments, the width of the waves. I think let's go 50%. Okay, so that's just going to be 50% of the row. So more than likely you want to have that 100%. And then the height, I believe, is the height of the waves. So depending on how big you want them, you can keep them at 60, which is the default. So, and then you can just play around. I tend to like these, like the triangles a little bit more than the waves. Just help to break it up a little bit. Again, you can do the width and the height. So if you play with the height, it's going to actually pull that triangle up quite a bit. Yeah, so you can set that for the top and the bottom. The advanced would be, So yeah, that's kind of it for that. I'm going to just show you, one of the others was, if you're doing a top one, say let's go to effects. Say we were going to go ahead and do the pine tree blend. Okay, now, as you can see, what you need to do is you need to blend this with a color. So the row separator, you can see that blue line there. That's the top of the row still. So if we select a different color, that's going to give us our defining blend, okay? Now, what you would typically do is you may have content in the row above it, and then what I would do is to blend this in, I would have this background a color, and you'd match it with that same color. So when it blends, you can see it kind of all blends very nicely. So That's your row separators. So as you can see, you can go get a bit of inspiration from these pages. But again, it's just you may or may not use them. You may just use them on some special pages or special times of the year, like the pine trees and that. So that is row separators.